Holocaust victims get happier music, and Frank gets nicer music.
This go perfectly with a nut that's bouncing off the wall.
After her father had her, then she, you know, she actually liked school because it was safer there, and the Air Force, and she got the bubonic plague. I don't think they mentioned that you were like stripping and stuff, or thinking about it.
No, they don't go that far.
You thought about everything, stripping, suicide, everything. There wasn't much you didn't think about. Answers.
I thought about committing suicide. I thought about it those last days in the Air Force. I thought about it as a kid.
Surprisingly, it was Robin's friendship.
Listen to that music.
Oh,
man.
What
Like,
are they supposed to play? I'll tell you what.
What?
You pick the music.
New text message from 97,400.
happy days are. After my father got me, I thought about killing myself in the Air Force. I actually wanted more detail in the book. I want a sequel. I want you to write another one.
About what?
Every detail what went on in that bedroom.
In whose bedroom?
Yours.
Oh, now you're telling me you would you tell people what you told me on the telephone?
No. What did I say? I don't even remember.
That you were glad that I didn't get more graphic?
No, I didn't know.
My sexual encounters?
There was one. No, not the one with your father.
No,
I wanted more of that.
What?
I wanted more of that.
I told you everything.
I want you to make up some stuff. Then, no, the one I didn't like when you're with the married guy.
Yes.
I think it was with the married guy. I'm trying to remember which one it was that you really got into. He was painful.
No, that was the first guy.
That was
not the first guy. That was the second guy.
I don't want to know that.
Oh, that was funny.
That I didn't. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's like.
It sounded like a wood splitter.
Yeah.
I've come to put closure on all of those aberrant behaviors and the lack of self-esteem. So, yes, it's a new day for me.
The piano music, John Tesh music. Well, let's hope everyone reads it. It's a good book. There's Robin's.
It's a book about survival and success.
Good for you. All right, you know what we got to do? We got to take a break.
The book is available in stores today.
That's right. And congratulations to you, our own Robin Quivers.
You had some questions for me. You ready to ask?
No, not today. You got to spread it out. You do too much in one day, people want it.
Very well.
You get backlash.
I just wonder. I'm still wondering what it is you don't believe.
I don't even know. Everyone has said in their life, hey, maybe I should kill myself.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Explain again what you did? Give us an excerpt from the book.
Not waiting for him to go.
All right.
You are amazing.
All right, who cares?
I had gotten to
Let's
a
wait till
point
tomorrow.
in my life, Howard, where suicide was a constant thought.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I'd get up every morning and say, is today going to be the day?
No, don't believe it.
Why won't you believe that?
Who believes? Oh, here, we'll take a vote. Jackie, do you believe that?
At what point was this?
Oh, please.
No, I don't. No,
Since
I don't
the Air Force. Okay, that's one.
No.
Billy?
It was while we were working
taking a
here
vote.
in New York at NBC.
Okay, at NBC.
So she's working at one of the top stations.
No, we
the
went
hottest
through hell.
market
It was
in the
really
country.
bad. We were all being hassled there. It was really looked bad, but
But you guys were all in it together.
oh, what is that? You don't believe it?
No.
Billy?
About killing herself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Yeah. Okay. 2. Fred?
Depressed, yes. Suicidal, no.
And I'll second that. I'll fourth
What
that.
does that mean?
Don't ask me to lie.
Depressed, yes. Suicide, no.
How do you figure? I don't understand you people.
Because I know you.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything about me. You didn't know any of that other stuff that had happened.
I know enough about it. I knew about that.
Sure you did.
You told me a long time ago what happened with your father.
No. I'm talking about the stuff in my 20s and early 30s.
Wow.
You didn't know about the nighttime rides to look for people. You didn't know about any of that stuff.
Oh, I knew all that.
Oh, yeah, right.
I had a secret service guy look you up and find out what was going on. What do you think, I'm going to work with just anybody?
We know stuff you don't even know.
Yeah. All right, look, the book is on sale today. Be sure to pick up Robin's book. It really is very, very exciting and
Find
good.
out what he's talking about.
Yeah, right. I mean, we should have made you curious. I got to take a break here. I really do. And then we got to do the news. And then at some point, I got to go home.
Actually, you'll find out a lot about Howard you don't know.
Well, there's
That's right.
the yacht club. I couldn't remember where
Like
it
what?
was at.
What did you, like what?
Oh, no.
Like your civil rights activities.
That's right. There's a very touching moment, which I think is the most beautiful part of the book. where Robin is a victim of discrimination while looking for housing, and I stand up to the...
That's right, you fight the forces of evil.
Yeah, that's what I do off the air, okay?
He was Fart Man.
That's right. I stood up and said, I demand to know if discrimination is being practiced here. Once this book is out, I will be a hero in the black community.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then I talk about what an incredible, loyal family man you are.
That's right. Read all about it. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Howard 101.
Howard 101 presents Sternthology Live from the SiriusXM studios in LA with your host, Rasan. Hey now, and welcome to Sternthology Live. I'm not Rasan, I'm Danny Savalas filling in for Rasan, and I am a bad cowboy. I'm here today with the great Mike Perlman. Hello, hello, Mike.
Hey now, how you doing, Counselor? How's
Doing great. Glad to be here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're playing all your requests. Call us right now, 833-783-7674, or hit us up on Twitter with the hashtag Sternthology and tell us what you want to hear today. We'll play show moments, music performances, prank calls, bits, song parodies. You decide. And if you have any questions or comments on our moments today, don't be shy. The number is 833-783-7674. Let's get into it.
Now they don't have a desire for it. They forgot.
Howard's progression as a guitar player. I started learning about a year ago, the same time he started taking lessons, and it's pretty sick to feel like I'm on this musical journey with him. We even struggle with the same shit. If you have any clips of Howard playing the guitar, either from lately or back in the day, would love to hear it. Rasan and Mike Perlman, we've really gotten to see. The thing about Howard is he takes us through his journey as he learns, including the frustration and the pain of trying to learn guitar. And you know, the thing about this staff, we've got a lot of musicians on this staff as well, and I'm sure they can sympathize. The guitar is just not an easy thing to learn.
It's not. And he's the type of guy, too, that, like, if he wants to get good at something, he's going to start from the very beginning, and he's going to work his way through to get better and better and better at it. And he's shown us that with, you know, painting and photography and chess and everything. Now he's into the guitar. And to hear a clip like this one, you know, when back in the day when he didn't know how to play, and now he's fiddling on the guitar now, and he plays every day for us, and he's pretty good, and he can play songs. It's pretty interesting. You know?
He has. Howard's been sounding a lot better lately. Anybody that plays an instrument knows it takes a lot of dedication, especially with guitar, man. It takes months and months before you're not just muting the strings anymore when you try to squeeze them. You've got to practice every day. Howard's always liked the idea of being a rock star, but wasn't interested in putting in the time back in the day, like in this moment from 1995.
All right, thank you. Who's this? Oh, they're good. Oh, that's good. Anthrax. All right. I gotta get a guitar. Actually, I have a guitar. I just can't play it.
Now you gotta learn to play.
I could probably play that, though. I could probably do that.
That didn't sound too difficult to you?
Yeah, I can get that going.
I got a text message
Get the
from
guitar to your
my
friend. Let me
appointment
just
at
jam that out, please.
All you need is
1:29.
power chords, man.
That's not a chord, though. That's like a lead. Am I right?
Lead. What's the
Like a
lead?
power chord lead.
Is that a power chord lead?
Power chord lead.
I know my power chords.
Let me have that guitar.
I got one. Just gonna plug in.
Is this on, Fred?
Should be.
There you go.
See, this guitar isn't my style.
There you go.
Oh, it's all out of ticket. Here, just take this. You know what? This was a waste of time. I don't have a pick. It's out of tune. Forget it.
Is this really worth it?
How's it go?
That.
What was the rest of it?
Or some kind of.
very powerful.
All right.
Thank you. All right, I got it out of my system.
With that, we could go absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, in my mind, I always think I can play it. You think you can play it, Fred?
I'm not sure about the other part.
No, forget it. You can't play it either. Right, turn that off.
Sorry. You want the actual song?
No, I don't want that song. Let me have that song.
Could we remind them?
What? Come here and tell me. I can't hear you.
Song number 2.
No, I
I'll
heard
ruin my
him.
voice.
I was just trying to get him on microphone.
He won't do it.
Oh, now I can play it.
All right, now you got it. Okay.
There you go, buddy. Hey.
You know, they make wireless guitars now.
We don't have any of that.
Not this lifetime.
All right.
Well, you got all the head moves in it.
Yeah, I look cool. I got to work on that whole guitar thing, man. I got to go get some lessons. Stop wasting my time on that Prodigy.
Have you been doing that still?
No, but not a lot.
Cutting down?
I'm trying to get off.
You're addicted.
Yeah. What is that, Gary?
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Nerdology. Live.
Mike Perlman, only Howard could play guitar badly for millions of people and make it really, really interesting. And, you know, the other thing about Fred, you know, Howard knows when he's going to try and play guitar on air, but Fred practices so much, and whenever he does, it gets sprung on him, and invariably, Howard always tells him he did a lousy job. I always feel so sorry for Fred, because I know it's probably really important to him, but maybe I'm looking too much into Fred's psyche here. What do you think?
Well, yeah. Well, I think Fred knows he's a great guitar player. And then back in those days, I mean, whenever they did a bit with a guitar, I guess Howard would try, but, well, you know, in the end, Fred would always be the one that ended up playing the guitar for the bit, whatever they were doing. And Fred's a great guitar player. I think he knows that. I don't think he needs Howard's stamp for that.
Very true. Our next request is from John in Massachusetts, and he writes, I would like to hear the episode with King of All Blacks versus Ronnie, and Larry's telling Ronnie to throw out his whole outfit because it's mad tacky. Funniest episode I've ever heard in my life. Mike Perlman, I kind of have to agree with John in Massachusetts. Longtime listeners know I love fights. They're my favorite part of the show. And King of All Blacks is always a home run when he drives Ronnie nuts. But what side do you come down on? Is King of All Blacks, does he have a point with Ronnie's fashion, or is Ronnie right that King of All Blacks is obsessed with high-end Gucci and Louis Vuitton, just name brands, and doesn't know that much about fashion?
Well, first of all, this is one of my favorite segments of all time.
Yes.
The back and forth is just great. And you know, I've become pretty close with King of All Blacks over the past couple of years, and you know, I love Ronnie too, but King of All Blacks kind of has it right, and I think that Ronnie's not the type of guy that's going to wear Gucci and Fendi and all that kind of shit that the King likes, but King does have an eye, and me and him kind of share this. We do have an eye for clothes and what would fit Ronnie better. And I think that, you know, King was a little brutal on Ronnie in this clip, but I think that he's trying to make it known that Ronnie can do better. Ronnie's better than that. To match your undershirt, which is something that Ronnie infamously does with your button-down collared shirt, is not something you do. You're a good dresser, Danny. I know you wouldn't agree with that. You wouldn't do that. I've seen that you dress.
You know, I remember when it must have been 15 years ago when Ronnie was first outed for wearing matching his t-shirts to his shirts, his collared shirts. And the first thing I thought is, number one, that's kind of expensive because you have to have a shirt for every other shirt. It's not very versatile, and all that work, and I'm not really sure I like the look of it. I think everybody was on point saying that wasn't really, it looks like a uniform almost, as opposed to a fashion statement. But back in 2009, Howard had Larry and Ronnie serve as judges for a beauty pageant on the show, and of course, before they could even start judging the contestants themselves, King started going after Ronnie.
King, in other words, you think that Ronnie, you don't have to be a millionaire to at least have a few good items, right?
I'm a millionaire.
Is your point that
million there.
You're saying if you're gonna buy something, buy one good thing rather than 10 tacky things.
And that's it.
Make sure you call your father and ask him for the money.
No. Bring my father.
You know?
I'm talking about.
I mean, you know.
Well, if somebody gave you money, what would you buy with it?
I don't know what I'd buy.
I wouldn't go buy that.
Buy what?
That bracelet. I wouldn't even look at it.
I didn't fucking buy it.
That's the bracelet they got at the first train. You know the train when they go like this. You say, "Let me see that one."
Yeah.
You got to go over here to see this one. That one is right there. Oh, so everybody sees it's up on against the red velvet hanging.
But in other words, if you got that bracelet that Ronnie's wearing as a gift, you would never wear it. You would just put it away.
You know, sell it. You know what I'm saying? Go pawn it. You know what I'm saying? Never pick it up.
Right. You would never be caught dead in it.
No.
Wow.
No.
Do you think Ronnie's beard looks natural the way?
I don't like this beard. It's too heavy.
Oh, okay.
It's like Eddie Murphy's mustache. It's too heavy.
Fuck, got a heavy beard, the light watch.
I just noticed something about you.
Fuck this. I'll walk out of here right now.
You know what you should do?
Bullshit.
You should bring your beard lighter to match the top of your head. Like if your beard is too heavy, it brings attention to the receding.
What are you, my fucking stylist now too?
I'm just trying to tell you.
I don't need this fucking help.
Ralph is good with fashion. Would you wear a blue shirt with a blue t-shirt? Where do you get a blue t-shirt? Where?
Where'd you get your t-shirt?
Seriously.
At a Ranger game. Fuck off.
Seriously. And it's perfectly matched. He brought the t-shirt up to the shirt place and said, yeah, it's a little off, but I get away with it. You good. You're a good dude.
You're a good dude. You're a good guy.
What kind of suit is that?
Okay.
What kind of suit is that? Let me see the pocket.
What do you mean?
Let me see what kind of suit that is. It's right here in the pocket. Flip it out.
What does it say?
Is it Brook Brothers?
No, it says something on the pocket.
Macy's!
Yeah. What does it say?
Oh, okay.
What does it say?
What's wrong with Macy's? What does it say?
Lauren. It's Ralph Lauren, but it's not that good line because it would say Polo Ralph Lauren. It's not blue label.
That shit ain't couture. That ain't no couture.
It ain't purple label.
Yeah, okay.
Macy's. Take that part out.
I don't give a fuck.
You should take out the label that says Macy's.
I don't give a shit, man.
And keep the Lauren.
Maybe we'll learn something.
I
Maybe
don't give a fuck. What do I care?
You went to the trouble of getting your t-shirt to match your shirt.
Yeah,
What does that have to do with the fucking inside of my jacket?
That's an odd blue.
Huh?
That's not a regular
Maybe he
blue.
knows something.
Who gives a shit if it says fucking Macy's and Ralph Lauren?
No, he says
I
Polo.
don't give a fucking shit.
You saying he bought the cheap suit?
Yeah,
How much more
you
would
get like 3 out to Brooklyn by Coney Island. You get about 5 suits, and they say how many shirts you want with
So,
for $139.
King, is your point that, in other words, for a few dollars more, he could have had a Polo Ralph Lauren and would look much better on it?
That's $2 more.
How much more? Like not even that much more?
Not much more. I mean, that will probably cost you some change, and you have to take the jacket off sometimes, so somebody is going to look at that label.
I don't really give a fuck.
Like people like me, I'm
give a
vocal.
shit.
I'm vocal, but some people, maybe a girl or somebody, they quiet. They say,
Yeah, they're gonna look. They're really worried about what the fucking
Why
inside
is
of
he
my
wearing
jacket
that?
looks like.
Does it itch you?